Melinda here, and today I want to do a full glam makeup look. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so I figured how best to make myself feel better, but to put on a bunch of makeup and just be glamorous for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing things a little differently when it comes to powder and cream products, so I will show you that. I already did my skincare and I dropped my primer. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is put on my sunscreen. It's Kopari Sun Shield On The Glow Sheer Stick SPF 40. I absolutely love this stuff. It makes you so dewy. Look at that shine. It's got a little bit of reflective particles, kind of like glitter in it, but it's not really noticeable. All it does really is reflect the light a little more. I'm breaking out here. I kind of think it actually is a scratch. I think my cat sometimes jumps on my face to get to her basket. So I have a basket next to my side of the bed where she sleeps. And my husband has a basket on his side of the bed that his cat sleeps in. It's really cute. So it's funny how they just go by their owners. We'll let that dry down just for a minute. Gently rub it in. It just makes your skin feel so good. First thing I do before I do any of my makeup is put on my Clear City Lips Plumping Gloss, which is almost gone. I had two. This is my second one. I have to buy two more. At least, maybe buy 5. I go through them so quickly, and I absolutely love them. I'll often put them on at night as well. They do have nourishing ingredients, too. So that is always nice. So now what I'm going to do, I have this concoction I made up of essence, moisturizers, a little bit of tretinoin, a little bit of glow serum, a little bit of aloe vera. Shake it up really well, and I just spritz it a little bit on my face. Because of the sunscreen, you don't want to put too much. Just a little bit, enough to coat your face gently. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on some powder. I'm going to use the Powder Brush 106, the big fluffy. I'm going to start out with that. No, my spongy. I keep dropping things. You guys, this is just one of those days. I'm not feeling well. I slept all day yesterday. I mean, literally all day. Woke up at 7, went to bed back to bed by 8 a.m. Slept till 10. And I went back to bed again. And I got up at 1. Then I stayed up for a while. Around 4, I went back to sleep again. And then I didn't wake up until 10 at night. And then I went back to sleep until midnight. And then I was up all night. And then this morning I went to bed around 7, I think it was. Got up at 9 for church. So crazy. So now I'm going to put on the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm just going to put that where I have some large pores. So I get a bunch on my skin, where my pores are bigger. Then I take my concealer brush. So I'm just going to go in and I pat it down. So that is layer 1. I usually don't use a primer. I've heard multiple makeup artists say you don't need a primer. So I don't really bother. They say you have to have your skin taken care of and very moisturized, which I do anyways. So that's what I've been just leaving it as. But when it comes to my pores, I will use a primer at times, especially when I do a full glam look, because you're going to have a lot of makeup sitting there and you don't want it to settle in your pores. I'm going to dust a little bit more powder over that. Now I'm going to put on the 𝐵𝐷 Halo Glow liquid filter in light medium, yeah, shade 3. I'm just going to put this all over my face. I don't know why I'm still holding onto this brush. So then I'm going to take my buffer 104 and buff that in. Pretty yellowy on me, but we'll make it work, and I still have foundation to put on. I have my hair like this because I'm trying to make sure it stays parted in the middle. And now I'm going to put on my foundation. What I'm going to use is the 𝐼𝐿 Your Skin But Better CC Illumination. And this is in shade, I believe, 12M is how you distinguish it. I'm going to, I don't know why I shook it. It's not loose enough in there. And you could tell I use it a lot. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to have to order more. Oh yeah, definitely, because it's almost done now. Alright, that's good anyways. Buff that in. I'm going to now set it with a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender. Just set it in a little bit. Get rid of any brush strokes. Now I don't put foundation under my eyes because less is more. If you put too much product there, it cakes up no matter what. I use the 𝐿F concealer. It's got the little brush on it. You click it. I'm going to take that. I'm going to mix some of that in with some powder. It's probably enough. This is the powder I made. Some pink hue, which works great with my skin tone. I'm going to get my, yes, 142 concealer buffer. Get it on my brush nicely. And just tap it on. And this way you don't have to completely set it afterwards. It'll be self-setting with the powder. Now I'm just going to do some more where I need it. Now I'm going to take the face shape and I'm going to buff that out. Do some contouring. First I'm going to do the Bobbi Brown, what's this called? Face and Cheek Palette in medium tawny. So I'm just going to do this big one here. It's a nice cool tone powder. I'm going to do that as my contour. I'm going to use brush 109 Luxe Face Paint, flat. I'm just going to put some here. Now I'm going to use this to contour. I don't know who it's by. Thinking LA Colors. I don't know, I can't read it, but it's 07 Bronze. Retouch and Erase. Light Lifting Concealer. So I use that as my contour. My liquid contour. Little goes a long way, so I barely press on the dots. Except when it's like that. Oh, there we go. Now it stays out. Okay. Just going to use the contour brush again. But it's so easy to blend. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I've said this time and time again. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to put it up on your face. However, when you have jowls, you do want to do that. You just make sure you need to blend it properly, which I will come back to. Also cut out part of your chin so it looks more like shadows up there. You bring it down also. I'll come back to that with the beauty blender. Take my damp beauty blender again. Press this in. Can't tell so much that it's there, but it looks like a shadow. So that's perfect. This here, mostly blur the edges. Now, I'm going to take some blush. I'm using this Artist eyeshadow and blush palette. I got this years ago. It was like one of my first palettes. And I don't know why I still have it, but I'm glad I do because it has some really nice blush colors on it. It actually has some nice eyeshadow as well. I don't remember how they reacted, how they performed. So I'm actually going to go into, first I'm going to go into this color. It's really light pink. Swirl the big brush in there. Then I'm going to put it on my cheekbones. A little bit on my apple. That is really pretty. It's more pigmented than I expected out of this cheap palette that I don't even remember getting. Now I'm going to go into this darker pink. I'm going to do that up higher. Nice. Just kind of blend it in. Now I'm going to take my rose ink. Love this stuff. Very creamy blush called 𝐊𝐿𝐿𝐿. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a light mauve-y pink. I'm going to use the same brush. I don't want tapping off. It's liquid or cream. I'm just going to add this to the existing colors. This will help the powder, believe it or not, underneath helps the cream stand better. It has something to absorb other than absorbing into your face. So I'm doing all my creams after I do my powders. Fabulous. Pure? I think it was pure. Yeah. And I'm going to get this color right here that I use a lot. Oh, yeah. I love me some highlighter. It's another thing I'll put a ton on. I will pack on the highlighter. Love highlighter. See, that's it for highlighter. Ready to keep going. Then I got the Hello by Wet n Wild Mega Glow. This is the 304A. I think it's rose gold. But it's got a doe foot applicator, and it's huge. So I just put a couple dots. Otherwise, it's way too much. I love this stuff. How beautiful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Fabulous, fabulous. Oh, I love it. So beautiful. And I'm just going to get this powder and run it through my eyebrows. Just to make sure there's no oils or anything on the hairs. My products will stick better then. I'm growing out my eyebrows as much as possible. So I have a lot of growth here. I'm just leaving them alone, letting them run their course. I'm worried I'm not going to get any closer to the other eyebrow. They're all lower. But just going to wait and see. Okay, so this is the Anastasia. In Ebony. I think it's like brow. I don't know. But I got it in Sephora and they didn't have it on their website. So I'm wondering if it's discontinued and Sephora is just trying to get rid of what they have. So I have to wipe off the brush because it's so goopy. And then I brush them up. And it actually looks like I have decent brows when I do this. I'm going to get this number 228 Luxe Crease brush. And I'm going to go in first with this nude color. It's called Pure. I'm just going to put that all over my lid to help it blend the other color shadows properly. If you just put it on a wet surface, it will skip and clump and won't look nice. So you put, now I'm going to go into this slightly darker brown, this tan, it's called Natural. I'm going to put that slightly above my crease because I have hooded eyes. And when you place dark, it brings something back. If you place light, it brings it forward. Eye blender, number 223. And now I'm going to go in with this darker brown. It's called Free. I'm just going to put that at the corner of my eye. The little arrow or sideways V. I'm going to take my fingers and get this alluring color right here and put that right on the movable lid, right where I left a hole. Wow, that's really pretty. You can tell I've hardly used this color. I don't know why. Well, I know partially why I'm addicted to this red. Sparkly red. This is like a nice rose gold. I couldn't remember it. I'm like pinky gold, goldy pink. In my head, I just couldn't remember it. Take this detailed shader number 237 and go under my eyes. I'm gonna go with this lighter one again. Kind of smoky it a little bit. I already have some of the shadow down there. I'm going to take my blush brush again, and I'm not going to put more on it, but whatever's left, I'm just going to sweep it across. All right, I'm going to go off camera and do my eyeliner and eyelashes, and I'll be right back. All right, so eyeliner and eyelashes are on. Now we're going to do lips and be done with them with a liner that I cannot read any of it. Looks like this, so it's a good color. Well, I'm going to line my lips with this. I'm going to overline just on my Cupid's bow and the middle of my bottom lip. Lip liner is done. Now I'm going to take my rose ink sample. Now I'm not going to tell you the color because I believe it's going to be my signature color. Although I do have another rose ink full size now on its way for tomorrow. I should be getting it. So one of those is going to be my signature color probably. But this is the color it looks like. It's really pretty, kind of like a mauve. Okay, here's what it looks like so far. But now I'm going to go one step further and put on my Dior in, color is it 38. I don't remember what it says, but this is it. And this is a plumping lip gloss. All right. Let me go do my hair, and I'll be back.